Okay, we are back with House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 5. So, I saw a thing about this episode, a spoiler, minor, I guess, but it kind of, made me worried, very worried for the episode. I think I'll talk more about it after, it comes up, but it's a big worry, and honestly, if not resolved soon, might honestly make me give up on the show. It's a concern. Also did get another spoiler about another vision Damon has, which, okay, I'm sure you all know the one I'm talking about. Frankly, I'm glad that was spoiled, because I don't think anyone wants to see how I would have reacted to that. That's, I might honestly skip it. That's really nasty. Yeah, also, people need to stop posting leaks online. I keep seeing things about, leaks, and I don't know, how much to believe any of them, so I don't consider those spoilers, necessarily, but they are, if you, know them. Anyway, there are contradictory leaks. It's really nasty, because, I don't seek them out. I just want to talk about the show with people, so after I've seen the episode, I, go online to talk about the episode, and then people will just be like, this is going to be happening in a later episode because of leaks. I knew Alicent and Rhaenyra were going to meet up in episode 3 because of leaks that people were talking about on Twitter, and it's if you are unfortunate enough to come across a leak, keep it to yourself. Do not share that with other people. We don't need to know what you know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It's just because a lot of them are concerning. I'm not going to talk about them because, again, we shouldn't do that. But it's getting concerning. I've liked every episode to varying degrees so far. I didn't love how Rook's Rest. Apparently, people are saying it was the highest, rated episode of the show, and people really loved last episode and the dragon battle. To me, looking cool is not what it's about for me, and I felt like it was a really, really bad character moment for Aemon. Not because he doesn't, I understand him disliking Aegon. It's the fact that Aemon has always been, putting family and duty above everything, and this is bad for his house. The idea that he would do something that, hurts his house in that way does not feel in character for him. And it also just means that Rhaenys has basically died for nothing because she didn't even, she wasn't even the one to injure Aegon and Sunfire herself. But yeah. So I didn't love how that battle went down, even if it did look cool. Honestly, it didn't look that cool to me. It was just really sad because, the dragons are getting hurt, and I don't like to see that. So, I wasn't the biggest fan of that, but the rest of the last episode, that was pretty good. The first 3 were solid. I think the second has been my favorite, just seeing all of the messy dynamics on Team Green. I assume we'll be seeing some messy dynamics on Team Black today. Now, I don't think Rhaenyra is as responsible for Rhaenys' death as she was in the book. Not responsible, but in the book, she did not volunteer to go herself. Rhaenys had to take that initiative because Rhaenyra was not available. In this case, Rhaenys very clearly volunteered, and Rhaenyra wanted to go herself. So she doesn't have the same sort of not responsibility. She didn't do it, but the same sort of she shouldn't necessarily feel guilty, but I think she still will. And the question is Corlys still going to blame her the way he did in the book? And I don't know. So I'm intrigued to see how that all happens. Aemond as Prince Regent is going to be terrifying, because Aemond is terrifying. Much worse than Aegon in the books, and I feel like the show made Aegon way worse than he was in the book, but even still, I think Aemond is worse, and we're going to see that soon. There was still a promo shot released of Daemon and Rhaenyra together, but I don't know if that's real, they actually reunite, or if that's just another vision Daemon is having. I don't know if I talked about Allo servers much last episode, but I like what they're doing. It's interesting because Allo servers, we don't know much about her in the book. She's just sort of there and weird. So I'm interested to see what might happen and how Daemon's hair and whole thing is going to go. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. This is how we're going to see if people craving Rhaenys. I feel like you deserve better than that. Oh, that's horrifying. Oh, the flies swirl. Poor Rhaenys. God, this is the neck wound. Yeah, I'm afraid of Rhaenyra's response to this.
When they realised we won the battle.
It was one.
Yeah, I mean, is it a victory or the king is half dead?
It's just me.
Well, that's an interesting view from Hugh. Oh, they still have these rat catchers up there? Oh my god. Aemond, have you told your mother what you've done? Aemond is smiling. Helena. I wonder how does she feel about... I mean, he was never good to her, but I wonder... He was the only other person in this entire place who seemed to care about Harris. Although they haven't even talked about him in 2 episodes, so... Why did they put the sword in the box with him? Oh god, this is... Be a little more careful with how you handle him. Jeez. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Pus squatting. Oh my god. Oh my god. She feels so guilty about what she said to him. At the silence, she was just standing there waiting. Oh my god. No, get Aemond away from him. Allison, I feel like you don't have to punish yourself by watching this. Like,
Someone will have to rule in his stead.
dude, timing. You know how bad that looks after you already almost killed him?
Aemond?
I could not say.
Dude. Yeah, she knows.
After some marital spat.
Dude! You can't.
Do you take issue?
My loyalty to you is proven, my queen.
Is it?
You know, it is merely that the gentler sex,
Oh my God.
heretofore, has not been much privy to the strategies of battle or their execution.
Maybe that's,
There has been peace in our
the
lifetime.
fault of not
You've
training
seen
him.
no more battles than I have.
Ooh, ooh. She's right. Alfred Broom. God, he's the worst. I feel like we should have seen more like a funeral for Rhaenys before we just moved right on to
Sends to
planning.
Maidenpool and to...
Oh, Bela. Oh, Bela. She was the closest with Rhaenys in all of them. She was boarding with her for like 6 years and before listed out at sea and the rest of them were...
He must affirm his loyalty to my mother and report his standing.
Oh, he does not trust Aemon.
And he only protects you.
Yeah, she won't protect Bela.
Rather sit
Don't tell her. Not until I'm away.
Ooh, plotting, scheming.
For a people hatched out of the deepest of the 7 hells,
Oh my god.
be a kindness to oblige them and send them back whence they came.
Okay.
Did your brother's head keep on its way back to you, Willem?
Oh!
I heard the maggots got to it.
Bro, you don't have a choice.
We choose fire.
Okay. Alright, it's a choice. You know, I guess you gotta respect there's some courage to that.
You should have indulged them. I need them alive. I came here
Oh,
to
you
raise
didn't
swords, not
burn them?
corpses. Exactly the kind of men I need.
I mean, true.
You take my meaning then.
Persuading how?
Things the crown itself must not be seen
Oh.
to do.
Oh my...
Show them your worst.
I am your servant, your grace.
Yeah, keeping his hands clean.
Both still wet from the egg.
To...
Find the size of the beast in your request.
Will you go with me, child?
Bread and shelter now depend on my pleasure.
Oh!
I mislike feeling powerless. So do I.
Oh.
My sympathies for the death of your grandmother.
Oh.
I am now the sorcerer and I cannot do as I please.
Yeah, she always
And
knew
war has ever
that
been
was
for men to make.
the way of it.
You are your...
You did not prepare me to fight.
No, he did not.
If I had been a son,
Let others do for you. There is more than one way to fight a war.
Master, Mistress of Whispers. Sending her handmaiden alone into King's Landing is a dangerous thing.
Thought of her.
Oh, finally someone's talking about it. Jace could have comforted her, like, at all. He didn't.
Dragon Pit?
she knew that place better than any elder. So she could see in the dark.
And she did none of him. But bent her neck to Rhaenys.
No. This is so awkward. Their relationship is
I
so...
wish I'd known her when she was young.
Oh, okay, fine. She's like... Oh, then it'd be the hand of the queen. Pen.
I do not wish to stand alone.
Yeah. Just unbelievably bizarre.
My favorite son.
Or did he not
Is the
realize
duck not to your liking,
it was his
Grace?
mother? What's that
There's
bird?
also goose.
Yeah.
relatively. Embassy to the Queen. That perhaps she could provide the necessary coin if you could only write to her.
No.
Oh, yeah, he won't write
Paramount is
down.
my command. I shall guarantee the payment myself.
Okay, so he's just not, he won't write to her near her.
Address me as my king.
Oh!
But you're the prince.
Oh.
What would you call the husband of the Queen?
Well, the king.
There it is then.
Consul.
That last bit seems unnecessary, don't you think?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The armor was Valyrian's.
I'm well prepared to do it again.
Played your part admirably in time of peace, Your Grace, but circumstances have changed.
Oh.
And here I had forgotten.
The king does not lack heirs. Prince Aemon.
Oh, no.
Aemon and his lack of restraint has already cost us dearly.
Ooh. Yeah, she's outvoted.
It is Queen Alicent ably shouldered the
Thank you,
duties of the
Orwell.
realm when
Yes, but the Dowager Queen is a woman.
I'm no stranger to rule or to sit in this council.
Yeah. But she's
Aemon
a
is a
woman.
fearsome dragon rider whose skill is best employed in the field, but my
It
experience...
must be Prince Aemon.
Oh.
What would you
But
say
her
in
ally-
response to Rhaenyra's crowning we raised up a woman of our own?
Yeah, it's all about the misogyny. Oh, he's gonna turn on her. Ooh. Well, if you weren't over
It's
before,
agreed, then.
you're sure over now. Also, is he the next in line? What about Jaehaera? Yeah, he's just been wanting that chair for a while.
TR must be tired. It's only a matter of time before the inherited Prince.
Yeah, wishing Rhaenyra was the queen.
Daniel, how I can trust the counsel of a man who leaves the jewel of the river axe plucked by Harry.
Wasn't that your plan?
Then let the gates be closed.
Oh. Close the
Always
gate.
to leave Orient safe.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. Yeah, and
Should we
Alicent's
again at first light?
terrified of Aemon ruling.
Catches.
I mean, yeah, that needs to be done.
Are we not beggars already?
Oof.
King has lied. Then you can feed the mouths of ghosts.
Oof. I did see a picture of his royal buddy. He just doesn't really.
You know what he is. But he has somehow become.
Somehow. Kristen raised him to be that.
Lead sunrise like a moth.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Dragon Rider should lead us.
I mean, I can sort of see that, I guess.
And what of justice? Of temperance, or is strength now to be our only god?
Ooh.
Have I not spared you? All we must do now is terrible. Will you preside over it? Is this who you are, anything?
Did not ask to be spared.
Yeah.
I did not give you leave to speak my name.
You gotta call me your grace.
Our Lord Grover Tully has not declared fear a dragon. Leagues away, when mine own sits outside your walls.
I mean, yours is small, buddy. Real small.
I do.
You can't go up against Vagar, though.
And the protection of my uncle.
Oh.
And Damon, I'm sure, has consented
Not
to this,
stepfather.
and to raise up a new lord.
Oh.
What does her grace desire?
Your armies.
Bent knees.
Why are we only seeing Vermax from a distance? What's that about? I seem to get down in there with everyone and split my wood.
Hands in this war.
Let me see them.
I like how everyone else is just not even acknowledging this whole weird dynamic. It's just like, yeah, okay.
That any upright man would repudiate.
Surely you
Yeah.
have mistaken me for an upright man. Their children's lives are staked on it.
But it's not.
Is that the kind of army you would
Grandparents'
raise?
children, it's their small folks' children.
In the name of power, it's the weak and the women who must endure.
Yeah.
The realm will suffer if Aemon One-Eye rules.
I mean, that's true.
We should pray he never meets him. Cut you down, soon as wish you good day.
I heard the same thing about you. But I'll cross you no further. I'm sure your tactics are, after all, approved by the Queen.
Oh.
She cannot signify willed it to be so.
Whoa.
The people who support her will not be led by her.
Whoa.
They look to a man for strength.
Oh,
Who's better suited to it? The High Towers with their scheming, or Viserys' first true heir?
Oh, okay.
When I take King's Landing, Rhaenyra is welcome to join me there and take her place by my side.
Wow.
King and Queen. Ruling together.
You didn't run that by her.
And if you...
My problem.
It's a pity, don't you think, that you never knew your mother?
Oh my god.
A message. Your Grace.
What?
I wonder if any of them knew it was all for her.
Oh.
Even the death of my wife does not content her.
Ooh. Oh.
And she not asked enough of my house.
Oh.
Petition will compensate me for my loss.
Pledge your peace to King's Landing then. They will accept it most gleefully.
Yeah.
You have done so before.
Oh.
At great cost to yourself and those who loved you.
Ooh. Okay, Bela, not afraid to call you.
Berenice was not a thing to be taken from you.
Yeah.
She was the way my mother chose.
Oh.
And the way I myself wish to meet my end.
Oh.
You yourself may do as you see fit.
Granddaughter. I would make you my heir.
Oh.
I am blood and fire.
Oh.
Driftmark must pass to salt and sea.
Oh. Okay. That was really sweet though, but...
You will never accept the Hightower claim.
Not while I live, Your Grace.
Reason with him.
Yeah, that's...
Find out his state of
Intentions. He would not dare.
been ordained to lacking daring.
Yeah.
Have you looked after her girls?
Ooh. Well, I guess that means that subconsciously he does have some care for his daughters.
Man who ordered the slaughter of a child in his mother's arms.
Ooh. Ooh.
That is...
Know this, interloper.
Ooh.
The Riverlands are an ancient place, watched closely by the eyes of old gods and new. And dragon or no, we shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
Ooh. Oh, parallel. Diana.
Melinda.
Oh. Yeah. What is she?
Was it worth the price?
Ooh. He didn't answer. I feel like I'm mommy instead of mother. It's just like...
Prince Viserys, Your Grace.
Oh, he's about to get a scolding.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, okay.
I moved at the twins.
Oh, he knows.
It is Lord. Even you have managed to do your part.
You were the queen.
I did not give you leave to go.
Okay, now she's mad.
You do not give me leave to go to anything.
But who else is there? Rhaenys is dead. You fly before Vhagar as Luke did.
Oh, ooh, 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 ooh.
Perhaps Daemon could...
Yeah, Daemon could not do anything.
Daemon is...
Meleys fought 2 dragons and one of them is slain.
Is he?
Until we are all destroyed.
I feel like your son is not the one you should be like telling
I need
these
dragons.
insecurities to.
Of dragons.
Oh,
You
here's
have 2 large enough to...
I go forth in strength and not from necessity.
idea of being born.
You nearly lost her life in her last attempt.
Oh, we didn't hear about that. I would like to see that.
Never ruled. Those who married into other noble houses. Are you suggesting we put a Malister on a dragon? Atali. It's better than death and defeat.
His big smiles, they're scheming, plotting together. I like it.
They're a record. It's a mad sword.
That could work. Oh, I like this episode. I'm excited. Okay, I liked this episode. I really liked the ending with them setting up the sowing of the dragon seeds, and all of that, and what's to come. I feel like Jace finally getting like new stuff because, like in the book, this is like really Jace's time. Rhaenyra's kind of out of action after Luke's death, and Jace really like takes charge of the war, and obviously like they want to still have Rhaenyra doing stuff, which is good, but like Jace, you know, it should be his time, so I'm glad they're finally giving him like more to do and him being active and everything. So the one big thing that I was like sort of spoiled on beforehand and that has me worried is them claiming Sunfire is dead. Now, Kristen saying Sunfire was long in the dying implies like he hasn't died yet. I love people to watch him as he dies. Rhaenyra says one of them is slain, but like she wouldn't know that. If they've changed the book canon to have Sunfire be dead, I don't know if I can keep watching the show, because that would be a big yikes. But I'm just gonna hope Rhaenyra doesn't actually know what she's talking about there, and that Sunfire's not dead. What is Alinda doing in King's Landing with Diana? That was really interesting. Them being old friends, I guess, makes sense because they both worked in the Red Keep. That's fascinating. Although Alinda is from a noble family, she's a Massey, and Diana is just, as far as you know, a common-born girl, right? So how would they be friends? I don't know, but I'm curious. I want to see the end of that Helena and Aemond conversation. She asked him, was it worth it? Like, clearly calling him out for attacking Aegon. And I wanted to see his response. I wish we got more from Helena, like one line and 2 short scenes. Like, come on. It's just great. Give her more. Aegon looked really rough. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Alicent obviously feels guilty about that. Cole has moved on from her. She has moved on from him. That is over, thankfully. Honestly, I'm glad that's over. I'm saying he spared her because, like, she wanted to do a terrible thing. I don't know. But then I'm pointing out, like, they can't put her, like, as regent because their whole thing is, like, women can't rule, so Rhaenyra can't be queen. Like, I mean, they're not wrong that it looks bad for their claim, but also their claim is just that Aegon comes before Rhaenyra. Which is why, like, it's just that sons come before daughters. Not even inherently that daughters can't rule, which is why I think Aegon should make Jaehaera his heir, his daughter with Helena, over Aemond, because Daemon is not wrong that Aemond is terrible and bad for the realm and intimidating. However, pot calling the kettle black, isn't it, Daemon? Really much so, in fact. Yeah, I mean, we all know that. I don't need to rehash the fact that Daemon is, you know, terrible. And I'd like Alice calling him out. I don't know why nobody else has interacted with Alice. It's like they're trying to make it, like, ambiguous if she's actually there or not or something. Like, I've actually had some people say, like, is he imagining her? Like, why are they not having anyone else, like, acknowledge her existence? Very odd. Very bizarre. The phrase wanting Harrenhal. I think that's a new thing for the show. I don't know why the characters that were introduced, neither of them were Sabitha Frey, who is a character in the book that's really cool. I hope they still introduce her, because they mentioned Ben Blackwood, who we also haven't seen. There's also Black Aly or Alysanne Blackwood, all characters that, like, are very beloved in the books. That they might just not cast them yet because I don't think we'll be doing a lot until next season. But, like, yeah. So Daemon and his mother. That's so bizarre. Even for Targaryens, that is bizarre. Like, mother and son, very, very Freud. I don't know what that was about. Very odd. I do like that we got a mention of Alyssa being Meleys's first rider, because it's really cool, because Alyssa, Daemon and Viserys' mom, rode Meleys, and their dad, Balon, rode Vhagar, which makes what happened in the last episode very sad. I feel like Rhaenys wasn't given a proper, like, wasn't properly mourned in this episode. Like, Corlys obviously was upset, but, like, and Baela was upset, but, like, I don't know, it didn't feel like it was given the weight it should. Like, Jace didn't even, like, comfort Baela at all when he went off. And they've been, like, pretty close the whole time. I don't know. I feel like they could have done more to honor her. I'm interested to see what's going to happen the rest of the season. I heard some worrying rumors about where it's going to end, and that they're changing the order of some big events. I hope that's not true. Supposedly there's one more battle this season. They keep mentioning Jason Lannister, so I'm thinking it might involve him, but honestly, they've been moving things around so much, there's no way to know. So very curious to see how everything goes down. Also curious about what they're doing with Hugh and his wife. There's a lot of questions that I have, and I'm excited because I really like this episode. I'm excited to see only 3 more this season. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.